I don't know how many of you guys have actually been suspended, but it kind of sucks, and I've been suspended multiple times before back in middle school, mainly in-school suspension, but this story I have today isn't actually about me, and it just happened recently, and it's about my friend Jonathan, who most of you have heard about many times before. So Jonathan is basically one of the biggest idiots I know. I love him, but yeah, he's the biggest idiot I know, and that's been made clear on my channel multiple times, but just remember that when you're listening to the story and how like dumb you could possibly be. So this year, we're now juniors in high school. We moved on to a different school because my high school is split into like 2-year schools. So 9th and 10th go together, and then 11th and 12th go together. And so that's kind of important to the story. Well, my school does this thing called Remind 101. And so basically, like, the teachers can send you texts about assignments or anything like that, and you can't usually respond. And so that's just how it works. But on this one that, we decided to mess around with this day, you could respond to it. And, it happened to be the principal to our junior high school, which is our 9th and 10th grade school that we had just recently left to go to senior high school. So the principal, gives out this code or whatever to all the students of his school and says, like, you can talk with me directly on here about any problems you have with the school. He made it clear that he can chat directly with you on it. And so we don't go to that school anymore, but obviously people are going to post this number on Twitter and things like that. They had to get a certain amount of signing or sign-ups or whatever. I'm not really sure, but at the school for them to get some certain special thing. But so Jonathan decided, I'll sign up for it and, just mess around. Well, he thought that the principal, was kind of bluffing about this whole thing about, being able to chat directly with you and getting all these messages. So Jonathan, nonchalantly, just sends a few text messages, and, this can't go well. So Jonathan gets on and basically, he starts texting. He starts out by saying, suck on my big right nut, right to the principal, not sure if he's actually getting it. Then our principal had a habit of doing backflips at our pep rallies because I guess he was partly a gymnast at one point. And so he said, do a backflip onto my balls, pussy. He also said my biggest regret my biggest regret after leaving the school was not busting my giant nut onto your windshield. And he means windshield of the car, obviously. And so that was basically it. And we sat around and nothing happened. We thought it was hilarious. He thought it was hilarious. And nothing happened for about 2 periods of the day, I should say. Just chilled. Everything was going smoothly. And then I wasn't there, but apparently on his way to 4th period, he got called down to the office. Now at first he still didn't click in his head because it was 2 periods later that this was why. But as he was walking up, he saw a police officer standing there who escorted him to the principal, and it was pretty clear at this point what had happened. He knew what happened, but basically they tracked his phone number to the school and then got him in trouble right there. And so he's in the principal's office, and the principal calls his mom and actually reads out exactly what he said to this principal to his mom, word for word. Acts like if he was saying it to Jonathan's mom. Now Jonathan is just sitting there staring at the window, realizing that his free will could possibly be over because his mom just heard him say do a backflip onto my balls and things like that. And so, Jonathan, gets suspended for 2 days, goes home, and, he was just grounded for the weekend. I was surprised too, if you're surprised. He was just grounded for the weekend, and it was pretty funny to say the least. He was only suspended 2 days, which was surprising, but our principal thinks he's a sick human being, which, questionably, But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and thank you guys for watching as usual. This has been Diff, and I'm out. Peace.